worse. It's worse than what it is right now. Anyway, I'll have to go in the morning now and get my senior box, because I was going to get my senior box when I got my food tonight. So that means I'll have to go in the morning, I guess. Weather permitting. I don't know. If it's raining again in the morning, they may not have that. I don't know. I wish they had a better system, because, like, you know, some people drive a long way over there, you know, and like me, I don't know, what, 5 miles, so it's 10-mile round trip. But there's some people that have to drive, you know, they drive 15, 20 miles one direction. I'd hate to know I drove that far and then they were closed. Man, that'd be a bummer. Anyway, we'll enjoy the ride going home. I was wanting to rinse my car off. It had so much pollen on it, so my car's getting washed. Ain't that good? Ain't that good? See, there's always something to be thankful for. I need to have this truck waxed. Oh, I'll tell y'all this. I got an email. Just happened to check my email this morning. Hadn't checked it in a few days. Tipton Ford said I had an appointment in the morning at 10 a.m. I was like, I ain't made no appointment with Tipton Ford. Ain't nothing wrong with my truck. So I called, and the guy said, when you bought that truck, it automatically scheduled you for an oil change. I said, I ain't got enough miles on this truck for an oil change. He started laughing. I said, you know, I've had it a while. What, y'all, 8 months, 9 months? I don't know, maybe longer than that. I don't remember what month I got it. But I know I've been doing this diet, cholesterol, about 6 months. I had it before then, several months before then. So, I don't know. I could go into my banking account and see how many times they took the note out of my for my statement, I guess, and know that way. But I said, I ain't got enough miles on this truck to get an oil change. I said, I'll call y'all when I need an appointment. He said, okay, well, I'm glad you called us. He said, because we did have it scheduled. And I said, well, y'all need to schedule somebody else in my time, because I'm not bringing it in for no $60 or $70 oil change when I don't need one. But y'all, if I hadn't checked my email, I asked him. I said, well, what would have happened if I hadn't checked my email? And they hadn't called me on the phone, you know, like left no voicemail. And he said the only thing he knew was when I bought it, somehow the computer scheduled it then. But I have an app on my phone, a Ford app, that controls I control a lot of stuff on my truck from my phone. And it hadn't given me any notification or anything about it. Modern technology, I'm telling y'all. What's it coming to? What is it coming to? I'm going to have a mess to clean up when this quits, because that place is washing that sand out. Remember how it washed that sand out in my carport? Oh, I'm going to have to get out there, and that kills my arthritis in my hand to hold that water hose. But it'll have to be done. But I'll put some concrete in those other holes, and we'll pray that that's where the water, I walked back there too. I dug a ditch and made a little berm the other day, and that's really helping. The water's rolling really good out to the ditch, but I see a couple of places where it was puddled up behind the fence. Y'all know I put that flashing back there and was trying to get it where it run down to the... Y'all, is that train still down here? See, we're coming back from the other side, and look, that traffic is still sitting there. Okie dokie. I'm not going to get down there in that mess. I'm going to take y'all through the parking lots and the back roads. How about that? We going to zig and we going to zag. And see if we can get home safely, I hope. I didn't even think about that train still being down there. Yeah, it's still sitting there. I'd see it. Holy moly. Well, we'll go back the way we came. How about that? How about them apples? Nugget, how about them apples? Nugget, he being a good boy watching the rain, y'all. He just propped up on his chair looking out the window. And Brindley's sleeping. Brindley's cuddled up in her blanket. In her seat. Mama wasn't fixing to leave them at home because Brindley's got to where she's scared of the thunder sometimes. So I would have took them with me anyway to this food bank. But Mama wasn't going to leave them. Yep, that train is still sitting there. Y'all, I don't know what those black tankers are, but there is a lot of them. I don't know what they're hauling. You know what? I said I was going to go back that way. I told them, I'm going to go down here and go another route. In case I get back down there and where I turned in the other video, going to the food bank, in case they have that road blocked and I can't get across there. So we will go this way. We'll take the scenic route. Nugget. Y'all, I set me out a bunch of cuttings of roses yesterday. Some off the neighbor up the street's rose bush. I got several, well, I got 3 cuttings, and then I cut those pieces into several pieces. And then I cut my knockout roses. I had a couple of scraggly pieces sticking way up I didn't really like. So I cut them and then cut those pieces into pieces. So I got 2 pots of cuttings. So I'm hoping some of them root this summer. A lot of water in this low spot. Mr. Optimum Man, you be safe. He's out there in the rain, y'all, working inside that house. Bless his heart, didn't even have a raincoat on. I hope they're paying him good. Okay, let's see. Which way shall we go? To the left, I think. I've walked this road many a day to my elementary school. It was a whole different world back then. We could walk anywhere we wanted to and felt safe. And knew everybody in every house along the way was another thing. Knew all the kids. And yep, it's a whole nother world now. I think about the changes my grandparents saw and the changes my dad and mom saw. Because I know what I've seen. And I know from stories from my grandparents and my parents how things were when they were growing up and what they had had or didn't have and that sort of thing. And I'm going to tell you what, just in a short span of 100 years, the world has really changed a lot. But y'all know what? I've said it before. I still like the old ways. I still like the old ways, and I do as much stuff as I can the old ways. Modern technology is good, I guess, for some things, but you know, like doing this YouTube, you know, with this smartphone and all that. But a lot of this stuff that, like my great nieces and nephews have, I'll never have that stuff. I don't want it. You know, like the watches and, you know, all that stuff. You know, that's been out for years, but I don't care for one. I absolutely just don't care for it. I mean, if you got a phone, what do you need a watch that does the same thing? I mean, come on. I know when I was doing hair, I had ladies, grown women, I'm telling y'all, could not sit in my chair and get their hair done for fooling with them phones like they were kids. I'd be telling them, could you hold your head up, please? Could you hold your head up, please? Please turn your head this way. Y'all better have my back and my neck in such a strain, causing it to have spasms. Y'all see how that sky's clearing off? I'm telling you, and it's still a good 35 minutes or so till the food bank was supposed to open. I think they could have been open. Of course, I guess they didn't know that, but I think it would have been okay. We've stood there in line in rain like this before. I've shared my umbrellas, because I always have extra umbrellas in the car, and everybody don't have an umbrella. And I let them use my umbrellas and hand out dollar ponchos from the Dollar Tree. And saying that, I need to go get another handful, because I stop and give out ponchos when it's raining to people walking. I just roll the window down a little bit and I go, here's a poncho. When you see people with no, see, it's clearing off. That's why I went on over there. I watched the radar and it showed it was going to be clearing off about the time they were going to be open. But anyway, we've almost made it back to the house. And I got to visit with y'all, so I guess it's okay. My car got washed, and life is good. Baby Chicks is good. I've got a lot done today in the house. It wasn't much of a day to be outside. There's always things to do inside if you look. So, I think me and the pups will just go get comfortable and watch a movie. I think it's a movie day. So y'all be blessed. Know you're loved. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving a thumbs up. I'm going to show y'all my little berm I dug here. My little ditch. See it right there? How that fills up with water? It's taking it right down. Ain't I smarty pants? I did that, I don't know, sometime after Seth left sick. He was gonna do it. But, see, I'm getting water. Y'all can probably see. See that big hole? See the pink on the fence post? The pink? Look to the next fence post. You see that big dark hole? I'm telling you, there's a hole big enough right there to bury a body. But I'm going to dig from that hole down to that ribbon at an angle to go into that puddle of water right there. And that would take it right down to there. The reason why that's high is because the county comes in here. Y'all, here comes the school bus. The county comes in here and digs stuff out of this ditch. And they put that dirt up there. And they built it up higher by the ditch, and then that makes it lower to my yard. And I was getting all that water from where that bus and that truck is up there. That's downhill all the way. So I was getting all that runoff. It was coming to the end of this fence and then going down my driveway. So I got that problem fixed. But I guess since we're talking, I'll just show y'all if it ain't raining that much. See where that sand's washed out? Now that's not near as much as I've been having. But there's a hole back there somewhere. I don't know if it's that one that I found. There's another hole somewhere. And that water right by that back tire on that trash can, that was just boiling out of there a while ago when I come out here. So I'll have to shovel and wash all that off the carport. Okay, let me get off of here and see if I can get this truck turned around. I like to back in. That way I'm ready to make a quick escape if I need to. Well, the house is pretty. Okay, we'll see y'all in the next video.